Yo, what's going on, everybody? Um, New digs. It's Mr. Young.
And it's for an end of building. How you've been?
I've been so busy. I've been so tired trying to set everything up. As you may or may not know, I've been moving, right?
Yeah.
New place and everything. The last stream we did was from the living room. Now we are in the man cave. We are actually in my work studio.
Okay. Work/gaming studio.
Yes. And as you can see, like it's quite bare right now. I just threw on some lights and I basically spent like the past weekend and the few days before that trying to set everything up. Because like you've seen my setup before at my old place, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's iconic at this point in time, Mr. Young.
It's a jungle, it's a mess, is what it is. That took me months to finally get correct. And here's the thing, I'm gonna go on a rant about stream setups and tech stuff and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But the thing with it is like, oh, you need to get it just right. You need to get camera angles right. And then when you move everything over, you have to reset you know the thing about tech. Like, you change one thing, the whole thing F up already.
I know what you mean, bro. I mean, I did the great migration last year. This time last year, I was the one that moved house, right?
Yes.
I mean, who can forget my lotion? No longer there. No more shelvings.
Wait, hang on. Hashtag bring back the lotion.
No, that one is consign it to history, bro.
We want it back.
Yeah, but I completely understand. I tell you, moving is a bitch. Resetting everything is a bitch. So like, I think our listeners will understand, why this year has been a bit wonky in our scheduling. We do weird timings today. Like for example, it's 8 p.m. But hey, life gets in the way. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Hey, there's one thing that doesn't change. Wrestling still entertains us. It's a huge part of our lives, right? And in fact, this past weekend was just like flush with wrestling. You were at SPW, I was at Grapplemax. NXT Halloween Havoc took place.
Or as Stephanie Walker would say, Halloween Havoc.
Havoc? Did she say that? Havoc?
This time last year, yeah, I remember with her thick accent. Yeah, I mean, this weekend was great. I'm glad we managed to divide and conquer, catch all the local wrestling that happened this weekend. And I think 2 weeks ago, of course, we had the very very fun watch along at your new place.
Yes.
I think memorable for a lot of different reasons. One is us ordering too much stuff on the stream. The other part is me falling asleep at the main event. That was fun. That was really fun.
I met Div at Grapplemax and she kept going on about our pizza adventure, our pizza ordering adventure, and how apparently boys were really bad at ordering pizza. I had to clarify, it's not boys, it's just me.
Yeah, it's just us. It's just me, Oos. Okay,
It's just me, Oos.
Yeah. So yeah, I know you also had a very fun time last weekend. You were in Bangkok, right, for a bit of a little adventure.
Oh my god! So yes, there was Gamescom, right? And here's the thing, like I love how everybody is like, wow, hey, go have fun now, you go play, you go, yes, it's covering. Okay, here's the other thing, right? And I bet people like Chris Van Vliet, I bet people like Sam Roberts, right? They finally get to do what they love to do, like interview with wrestlers and stuff like that, go to WrestleManias, right?
Correct.
But I wonder how many people ask them the same thing, hey, you go and have fun only, right? When
Living
they're
the
actually
dream.
there to work. You know what I mean? Like, there's this and I'm feeling it right now because, as you know, huge milestone. Not only am I moving, right? Power 98 is going fully digital. In fact, this week on Thursday, I will be in the studio one last time when our boss goes upstairs, press button, boom.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, think about that for a second. I feel like I've been so busy, I haven't had time to even process all this, like how my life is changing in such big ways. Like this is my career. This is my 20-year career, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, you've been in Power 98 for the longest time, right? And
Yeah,
of course,
10
before
plus.
that, all the other stations as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we can spend this time to let's process that. Like, how are you feeling, man? Like going off the air officially.
Are we talking about our feelings? Well, that's the beautiful thing about live streaming, and that's why I love it as well. I found a completely different alternative to talking to the people. They reach out and talk to you in such a more intimate way. I know today's episode is recorded, so it's not as intimate as usual, right? But when we do our live stream, it's like we're literally there talking to you. It's the evolution of radio, and I get it. But also at the same time, I'll be remiss not to look back at nostalgic times in my life where I
Mm.
threw everything I had into this little thing called radio.
Yeah, and I think it's it's with the times, right? That you have all these like legends like Howard
Yep.
Stern,
Yep.
Sirius FM, like all these like conglomerates. They are also evolving. So
I love how you put me in the same breath as Howard Stern. I'm very honored. Thank you very much.
no, but it's just that it's like almost like a time capsule. When you turn on the 90s, what do you look forward to, right? You got
Oh yeah,
radio, you got TV, time slot, prime time slots, like all those
bro.
things.
You got the Attitude Era, just to bring back the wrestling a little bit.
Yeah. So, but I do believe like it's cyclical, right? Like what's
Mm.
old becomes new, what's
Yeah.
new becomes out of trend. Like for example, I've definitely seen a rise in like people seeking out physical copies,
Ah.
vinyl. Like
Yep.
I
Yep.
think I think I think the more we move towards the future, the more people want to keep six of the past. So I'm not saying that radio is gonna become a relic, but I do feel like the medium, while it might has evolved into what we're doing now, live streaming,
Yep.
IRL, there will come a time where the radio will get the just due, like the
It'll.
reverence,
Yeah, I think it'll be back in different ways. Like I said, I think this is the next step, live streaming. So
Yeah.
I'm just very fortunate that I got into it because I know a lot of people who didn't, who think that this live streaming thing is just, I mean, to each their own, right? But
Correct.
I do feel like this is the next step. The next evolution is a mystery.
As the Joker would say, right?
Yeah.
I'm ahead of the curve.
Okay, just to bring it back though to Gamescom.
Yeah.
Bro, I have never been more tired in my life. Literally, I
Wow.
had 4 hours sleep every single day because
Yeah.
yeah, start of the convention 9 a.m. all the way to 6 p.m. The first day I thought, okay, like, I'll just do my interviews because I had planned interviews. Macam like a proper journalist or planned interviews. And then as I'm running back and forth, guess what? Impromptu interviews. Because I'm just that much of a go-getter, goddammit. I mean, it's games, so it's not hard to convince me to interview game developers, stuff like that, lah, right?
Yeah. What was your most like memorable? Because I was kind of like catching up on what you were doing, but
Yeah.
like for you personally, what was your most memorable interaction over that weekend?
I think it was chatting with people who are in charge of games that I really enjoy. Two come to mind, Dead by Daylight, which I haven't played in a while, but it used to be the game I stream all the time. It's that horror game, right?
Yeah.
I met the game director, Matthew Cote, and he was there at the booth because the latest killer
Wow.
that they released is a Thai killer.
Thai killer. So because you are in Thailand, or is it because
Yeah.
they really planned it like that?
Yeah, they planned it because like they're in the Thai killer, so they might as well like do like a booth in Thailand just to get the word out for the game. The game has been out for like many years, so they need to
Yeah.
constantly keep people engaged, right? So I got to talk to Matthew
Okay.
Cote, such a nice guy. Of course, when you talk about what they love, they'll be very happy to talk to you, lah. It is what it is, right? And then I
Yeah.
got to talk to Danny Koo as well. He is the executive producer of Marvel Games.
Oh,
And you know my
okay.
love affair with Marvel and Marvel Rivals, and he's like one of the head guys there. So, and
Gotcha.
fun fact, he's a Malaysian boy.
Malaysian guy, but based in the US.
Yeah. And I had to ask him
Oh.
about how like a Malaysian boy like him got involved in like something as huge as Marvel. It's real inspiration because when we grew up reading all these Marvel comics, I don't know if you read Marvel comics, but I did, right? It's like you never think about, one day one Chinese fellow from Malaysia or Singapore can be the head honcho over there, leading the charge on Marvel property.
Yeah, I wonder how that conversation went, right? Like, how was he as a person?
Oh, he's super fun. Look, if you want to know how the conversation went, stay tuned to my social media. Cheap plug. I
There
will
you
be
go.
putting out the interview bit by bit.
Love it, love it. Okay, I mean, it's great, but I completely understand how shag it is because like I'm assuming you're chasing all these interviews, and then once 6 p.m. happens, right? It's not as if it's the end of the day. You gotta go back and edit that shit, right?
I love how because there are other Singaporean streamers who were there also doing
Yeah.
IRL stream stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, look, much love to them. They were there. They played the games after that. Hey, come on, let's go to Chat lah. Let's go to all the it's Bangkok night markets,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
By 6 p.m., like, bro, I'm so tired and I have to go and edit and cut this stuff. You guys go ahead. Like, if I am still awake, I'll join you guys for night market or supper, right?
Yeah.
Bro, 2
That-
a.m., I'm still working. I'm like, get.
That never happened.
Nope, it never happened. Not for all 3 days.
So it's literally a work assignment holiday. It's not even a
Yeah.
holiday, it's a work assignment overseas,
Yes.
essentially.
But I will say that I don't let my boss hear this. I actually really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I can imagine. Wait, do you get at least the last day to kind of decompress, or all three you still editing throughout?
Okay, so the last day, which was the Sunday,
Mm,
basically I had the morning to just decompress
okay.
because I was flying off in the afternoon already.
Oh wow,
So
you don't even get to like
no,
sightsee and be a tourist.
no, there was no sightseeing, bro. You know, the whole time I ate Japanese food, all in the convention center. You know, like convention center downstairs got all the mall stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up eating Burger King, some Japanese sushi. Like
Yeah.
this is the least Thai vacation I've ever had in my life.
Damn. Okay, so this is what it is like to be a WWE superstar, right? Like you go
Yeah.
to all these towns, people
Mm.
assume, wow, I'm gonna sightsee, I'm gonna be a
Yeah.
tourist, but not really. You
No.
know?
No, yeah. You probably don't have time, so you're just gonna eat at the closest. Maybe it's a Applebee's, maybe it's a McDonald's, whatever it is you can get your hands on, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, for those who actually do get to go out to like La Pasar or eat some local food, I mean they probably take it as a treat. Like, hey, finally I get to do this stuff.
So here's so I mean to wrap up on this conversation as well, right? I also feel like, if I'm an indie wrestler,
Mm.
honestly, I would enjoy that lifestyle because I don't have the WWE schedule I need to adhere to. I can pick and choose my assignments, and I
True.
can put in time to actually sightsee and enjoy the world, right?
I mean, it's a little bit of everything of like where you are in life and what you want to
Mm,
achieve in life, right? Like I was
yeah,
talking about my fellow streamer friends. If they just want to go there, enjoy,
yeah,
and then stream a little bit, hey, more power to you. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Uh, my goals there were very different. My goals were to go, experience the game, get footage, edit footage, try to put out as much as possible.
Yeah. My favorite of your content was when you streamed that very interesting like
Ah,
Temptation Love
I
Island
knew,
game.
bro. I knew you would bring that up. Island of Hearts, by the way, comes out next year. I think it's February. I forget already. The funny
Okay.
thing is, I met a bunch of people involved in that game. Okay,
The
and you'll
talents
be
as well, right?
and the talent, sure, but the
Yeah.
people who wrote the scripts, like I don't know if you knew this, but this is under Titan Media.
Titus Low?
No, not Titus, Titan, the influencer
Yeah. It's a
company
Singapore company, right?
run by Jian Hao. You know Jian Hao, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they actually put together this whole thing. They're into the gaming world. I even met somebody who shall not be named here. I'll tell you later
Okay,
off
offline,
air
offline,
because
off air.
it's a bit scandalous. But I'll tell you. I met somebody.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was involved in the game?
Yes.
Okay.
But I shan't say more because the game. It is what it is. I know a lot of people want to judge, right?
Yeah.
But it's like what are video games at the end of the day? It's wish fulfillment, and some people wish to date hot chicks. And it
Dude,
might not be something that they could do in real life. So there's the game. There you go. Wish fulfillment.
yeah, and also when back in the day, people were playing games like Playboy Mansion, like
What? Wait, hang
Grand
on, hang on.
Theft Auto.
What are you admitting to right now? What
No,
is play? I've never played Playboy Mansion in my life. I've
dude,
never heard of such a game.
I'm just saying, like I see some people who play Grand Theft Auto. They are not there to just play the car chases and all that. They all
Oh.
go to the strip club in the game, and then
Oh.
they play. What option? Watch them strip or watch them dance? Kind of nonsense. So these things, I've seen it throughout the years. It's not as if
Ah.
it's a new concept, right?
Not sure if he's speaking from experience or just what he's observed,
Oh
but
no, I've never owned a PS3 until I'm like very very
okay.
late in my teens. I'm
Bro,
just saying,
GTA is all about carjacking and going on missions for me.
and getting 5 stars.
Yes, getting five. Yes, exactly. Six
Getting
stars
5
sometimes.
stars.
Then got helicopter and tank come after you. But all that aside, it was a great experience. I got to talk to a lot of interesting people, and at the end of the day, I think finding out about people's stories is very fulfilling,
Yeah.
especially if they love what they are doing. So there you go. I had fun.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. So again, like all these things, can you foresee yourself making this like a regular or like semi-regular gig, right?
I hope so. Like
Conventions like this.
yeah. Hopefully the goal next year is to get the boss to send me for more. Maybe Germany is where the actual Gamescom, because Gamescom Asia,
Ooh.
we get like not say the rejects. We
Hey, whoa.
we get the stuff that's already come out.
Okay.
So Gamescom in Germany actually happens like a month before Gamescom Asia, and that's where they debut oh my god, the first look at Resident Evil Requiem. By the time it comes to Asia, they want to review already. So there's not that
Okay.
hype. Like, bro, next year I'll be like, hey, y'all send me Germany, can or not?
There you go. That's I tell you, I feel like with all these conventions, all these content creators, right? That is the new economy, bro. It's like
Yeah.
they want people to give their opinions on things, right?
Sure.
And I think that's what it is. Whatever passion or interest you have, there's some sort of community event.
Mm,
And if you're one of the creators or already have a presence, dude, access and you can make content. And like I said, yes, it's hard work,
yeah.
but it's doing things that you love.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe one day, bro, one day, WrestleMania, we do it live, we
Oh,
report live.
there you
Hell,
go.
send us to Saudi Arabia. Government of Saudi Arabia, this is a call.
Hey,
Two Singapore boys, why not invite us? Why not invite us to sit with the sheiks and enjoy and report on the lovely hospitality that Saudi Arabia has to offer, including WrestleMania 41?
wait, dude. Fun fact. Our one of our most highest rated podcast streams
Mm.
was a Saudi Mania
Hey,
review,
I
dude.
think, dude, the universe is speaking. I'm looking at you, Mister Prince of whatever. What's the term? What is like their term of
Riyadh.
respect? I don't
No,
know.
no, it's one of the Riyadh season
Ah,
head. I know what you're talking about.
bro,
General Sports Authority of Saudi Arabia. Yes.
bro, did I just completely sell out?
Yeah, you sell out. You,
Wait, like I want that Saudi money. The WWE TKO, they are swimming in Saudi money. I also want a piece of that. Come
but
on.
if you think about it, right, you've never even considered Saudi Arabia as a holiday destination, but
Until
your
now.
first ever experience is to watch a wrestling show there. I mean, that's they're doing their job. They're sports
Yeah.
watching work, bro.
Exactly. So there you go. The authorities, please send us there to
Yeah.
report on the fun.
Yeah, so that's something hopefully that can happen in the near future. WrestleMania 43, 42, 43,
Eh?
43. The
Is it
year
42?
after. Next year
41?
is still Las Vegas, right? 42. So 27 is Saudi Arabia, WrestleMania.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
43 then. Oh, okay.
All right, so hopefully the podcast will still be around. You know why?
Why?
It's our 10th season, 2027.
Are you serious? Okay,
Yeah.
bro, the stars, do you see them? They are
Yeah.
aligning.
Yeah, you gotta do something big for our decade on podcasting, bro.
Bro, Saudi tour. Imagine it. Okay, come, even if the Saudi government doesn't send us, right? Patreon, come and fund our trip to Saudi. Thank you very much.
I appreciate all 12 of you, but we will not put that much of pressure on you guys. Don't worry. We will try to still, come through the content.
Okay, talking
Yes.
about content, let's talk about the wrestling and what a crazy ass weekend, right? Like,
Yes, we did.
look, I've been so busy, I didn't even watch NXT, but I know you went to SPW, I went to Grapplemax. Let's start chronologically. Let's talk about Hardcore Island.
Yeah, man. Okay, so it's been a minute since I
Mm.
watched like a SPW show. I believe I missed a couple of them, right? We missed Heartland Havoc. Do you mean that was the previous one? And I think before that we had the one with Zack Sabre Jr. also.
Yep.
Correct. So it's been a hot minute. So like I almost came in like a new fan or like a lapsed fan, right?
Right.
To capture whatever was going down in SPW. But I do remember two things that caught my eye about this show.
Okay.
One was it was gonna be the rematch from the previous show between Butcherman and, let me pronounce this name correctly because I don't want to catch any flack for it.
They'll come for you, you pronounce wrong.
Correct. Wait, let me check.
No, shit, it's not his name. What the hell? Bro.
Hey,
He's a
wait.
big boy. He will smack you.
No, I'm very scared. I'm gonna pull out my SPW page. I wrote down notes. I want to make sure I get this right. I don't want to get any flag. Okay, give me a minute.
Shigehiro, is it?
Yeah, I know. I just want to pronounce it correctly. Shigehiro Irie.
Irie, yes.
Yeah, Shigehiro Irie. Yes.
I said Irie that time. Wow. All them, wow. Irie lah.
Yes,
Like,
correct.
okay.
So I heard it was a rematch, and I
Mm.
remember Butcherman specifically doing a post-match promo from the previous match, saying he was unhappy what happened because I think it turned into like a tag team match. So they didn't get the match that they wanted to tell. So that was something I was looking forward to. So in my opinion, this was my first time seeing them, right?
Right.
And then secondly, we had the former WWE superstar, one of your favorite girls, Kaden Carter.
Wait, where did that come from? Hold on, I'm trying to
Yeah.
pull up the card right here. There you
Correct.
go. Wait. I mean, I enjoyed her work, but why did she become my favorite wrestler
No,
suddenly?
because you always bring up Kaden Carter and Casey, and then all of them forever dancing with their,
Katana, hold on, Katana Chance,
Katana Chance,
formerly
yeah.
known as Casey Catanzaro, and
Yeah.
yes, I remember saying that I was not a fan of their gimmick, but okay, sure.
Yeah, you always bring them up. You're like, oh, these girls forever dancing. What's their gimmick? They just go to party and they go club.
Raves,
I mean,
yeah.
why not, right? So that was one. And then secondly, Seeing Lacey Lee in action, I mean, of course, it's always a treat to see a former WWE superstar.
Yep.
So I was very curious how she was gonna perform in the SPW environment. So, both matches were on my anticipated list.
Yep.
But you'll be surprised when I was there and I
Mm.
actually experienced the show. I actually had other favorites, like a lot of new faces, a lot of like new renewed rivalries that, like, to me made a more like a memorable mark lah, like that I
Is
didn't expect. Yeah.
okay. Talk to me. Tell me about it.
Okay.
Who captured your imagination?
Okay. So great thing. The opening match was actually surprisingly Aiden Rex versus Iman
Mm.
in a no disqualification submissions match.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so of course I was curious. I was like, what? Eden Rex? Why is Eden Rex like opening the show? Like, isn't he a main
Yeah.
eventer, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure where in the last couple of months that I missed out that he slid down the card.
Mm.
Or is this more of like, okay, they want to start off strong, right?
Yep.
Because yes, the whole night is supposed to be their hardcore island tree, of course, supposed to be like their one night stand, their hardcore team show. So to have a choice of a submissions match, even though it was a no DQ match, was certainly very interesting because it was actually the most pure technical match of the night,
Yep.
right? So I think one thing that I wanted to say is like Eden really has grown into his skin as a heel, right? He
Mm-hmm.
gets it. He is like really playing up the heel. He was even like introducing like weapons in the match to the boost of the crowd, because the crowd was like, okay, they still wanted a technical match. But then he's like, nah, I'm gonna like fuck
Right.
this Iman up and bring in I think they used a rope, so the rope was introduced into the match as like part of the storyline.
Mm.
Secondly, as well, for Iman, I really feel that his gimmick is called the comeback kid,
Mm.
and I didn't really like put two and two together. Why is he called the comeback kid? But then I realized that one of his most like his biggest story is that actually he had a very serious injury during his debut match, if you
Oh,
remember. And
yes.
then he had to like step up for a while, and then he came back, and then I think he has really built himself up to be like a huge part of the show.
Mm.
Okay, give me a minute. I need to wipe my nose.
So random, but the thing with Iman, right? And I think I mentioned it in the last SPW show, right? Like, I can definitely see his in-ring skills, and I think there's a reason why they put him in there with Aiden so much. I think they play off each other very well in terms of technical prowess, stuff like that, right? But it
Correct.
was always a case of, okay, but why do I care? Like, the in-ring work is there, but why do I care about him?
Correct.
Tell me, did you care about him after you saw him this
Yeah.
past Friday?
I think what Iman has going for him is he has a very like likable aura about him. Like when you just want to support him, he feels like an underdog, right?
Mm.
Even though I would say he has a bit of size,
Yep.
and that can match up well with Aiden, but the way he wrestles, he always wrestles from underneath, right?
Yep.
So while Aiden was kind of like attacking him with the ropes, the first big pop of the night was he managed to counter the attack and actually execute a styles clash.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
I was like, oh, okay, is this a tribute to AJ, or is this, like doing a style set will always get a pop. And
Yes.
he did it as a way to get back momentum in the match. So
Mm.
he was like the momentum is changing with that styles clash to get a bit of separation. So I was very, very impressed by that
Mm.
and how smoothly he executed it. And then immediately he went into a very beautiful Texas cloverleaf.
Okay.
You don't see that submission a lot
Nope.
in wrestling these days. I think him introducing it was amazing. But then I think they were trading a lot of great submission moves.
Mm.
So yeah, like I just like that. I know for a fact this is gonna be the most different match from the rest of the show. Like,
Yeah.
even though there's gonna be weapons involved, but the whole point is to tap people out.
Yeah.
And finally, Aiden came in with the Coquina clutch / sleeper hole for the win.
Mm.
And I think again a lot of beautiful TNA tributes.
Yep.
I don't know whether I was the only one that caught that. The fact that they used a lot of like famous moves from Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. I thought that was really, really cool. Again, I was very surprised Aiden started off the show,
Mm.
but it was still like a big ups for like great technical wrestling. So I think beyond Aiden, I'm keeping an eye on Eman because Eman actually displayed
Right.
some very impressive technical chops. He could be somebody that can go down that Aiden route to be like known as a technical wrestler along with his likability as well.
But again, I always ask the question, right? Like, yeah, did he do enough, or is there enough character development for me to care about him, as opposed to just, oh, he's a really good technical wrestler, which he is.
Yeah, he needs time. I think
Mm. Okay.
he
Fair.
needs the right rivals. I think Aiden and him definitely brought out a more vicious side to him. Like there's more. layers to his character fighting somebody like Aiden. So that's
Yep.
credit to Aiden Rex as well. But I think what can push Eamon to the next step is if he was to be in title contention. I think that's what he needs to do next. He's ready to at least challenge. Might not win the title, but I think he's ready to at least challenge for the title.
There you go. Okay, what do we have next?
Okay, so the next one is the surprise of the night for me, because I actually legitimately enjoyed this event.
And you don't say that with any derision. It's the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Correct.
Hang on, I just realized one thing.
What?
Where's the Red Bull? What's going on? We need the Red Bull.
Dude, no Red Bull today. Today is apple cider vinegar, bro. ACV.
What? What? Wait, what is this healthy drink? Oh my god, this episode is going down the toilet, having healthy drinks and shit.
No. I gotta clear my toxins over the weekend, birthday weekend and all that. Got too much shit to eat, bro.
Okay, just as randomly, right? Please ask Nashwan what he asked me when I mentioned that you were away.
No, you gotta say it on air. What did he say?
I can't remember what he said because it's a Malay word, but I also don't want to say it because it's there might be kids listening. But the point is, he's like, oh, he went away, and then he said something. I was like, what?
Okay, you say the word, then I will decide whether it's vulgar or not.
I don't remember the word lah. I know what it means.
Okay, then tell me what it means lah.
It means you go away for a little happy time.
No lah.
Happy time.
Me and my girlfriend, we went on a very nice chillax, like couple spa. That's all we did. Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Nachon, see? Couple spa only.
Couple
Nothing
spa,
else.
bro. The only thing that was keeping people up all night was my snoring, because I was so tired that I think the spa went 5 hours. I completely zoned out. And the only thing I remember was my girlfriend saying like, wow, you enjoy a lot, You sleep the whole time snoring. I could hear from the next room. I'm like, fuck. Hey, there you go. Okay. So no happy time, only sleepy time.
Here's the truth for all you single singletons thinking that relationships are all about all day effing, right? Here's the truth. You do get busy, as in life, and you all do couple things. You go out and do a lot of couple things, and then most of the time, the one thing you're most looking forward to is just KO, just crash. When you get back, you just want to
dude.
So yeah,
the true quality time with your partner, right, is when both of you sit on the same sofa doing nothing
and KO. Oh yeah, or do nothing. Yes,
do nothing. One stoning, watching TV, one playing with the phone, or either or playing with the phone or whatever. But you're just in each other's presence. That is the beauty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So, funny enough, as we record this, right, we just brought up Nashwan. Nashwan just messaged me.
What he say?
He messaged, okay, never mind, you continue talking, I'll reply.
Okay, this is by the way pre-recorded, so I don't know whether he got some clairvoyance, that we're talking about him.
Yeah.
So weird. Yeah. Anyway, okay, speaking of happy time, my happy time during the SPW event was actually watching this next match.
Oh no, that sounds so bad.
Talk about that segue.
Okay, what is it?
The Halloween Battle Royal for the SPW Hardcore Championship #1 contender.
Yes. Foreign likes it hardcore. Talk to me about it. Okay,
first of all, I had no expectation, right? It's like, okay, it's a battle royal. What can they possibly do that will make it interesting for me?
Correct.
Then I forgot it was Halloween. So the most I think if I was a casual, I've never seen a SPW or wrestling show.
Yeah.
This would have been the one that hooked me, bro. Because everyone came in a Halloween costume.
Nice.
All right. So, okay, actually, except for Mason, because I couldn't tell what was he, because he was really dressed like himself. Mason from the Midnight Busters.
Right.
Mason from the Midnight Busters started off the show, dressed as the normal fuckboy attire that he usually does. I don't know whether his costume was being a fuckboy, because that's already who he is. So,
yeah.
Take that what you wing. And then there's also this new guy I've never seen before. I think he probably debuted in one of the shows that we missed. Terrence Chung.
Yes, so, I've seen him.
Correct. So he dressed up as an old uncle character, and I know that was not the only old uncle that was present on wrestling shows this weekend. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, can I just give you the whole entrance, the order of the entrance? I'll talk about the match. Okay,
tell me.
Okay, so you had Mason starting off the Battle Royal, and you had Terrence Chung, and then you had Trickster coming out as Spider-Man.
Okay, if it's
not just Spider-Man, bro. He played the whole what's that Metro Booming song? The Swaley song.
What's Up Danger? Is it What's Up Danger? Oh no, the other one.
No, the first
The first one. Okay,
It's
okay, okay.
the sunflower. You're my
Oh,
sunflower.
Sunflower. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So he was that was great, right? He was doing all the poses, all the crouching and all that. That was fun. But then the next one got the first genuine pop of the night. You had somebody coming out as Michael Jackson. You can guess who he was, lah.
Oh my god.
Homeless.
Yes. Oh my god, Wolfram Cartel, dude. Oh my. I can't-
Never mind. I just do it for you, lah. It's homeless Reese, bro. It's Reese.
Riz. Yeah, he's not homeless anymore, lah. He's just Michael Jackson now.
No, he was Wolfram Cartel. He was Reese.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he came out. He had the whole Michael Jackson gimmick going.
Of course.
Everyone and their mother was like hilariously like like howling.
It's perfect.
Entertained.
Yeah.
People were just screaming, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And like he has it. Like that's his gimmick. Should run with it. And then of course the next one, the next.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember? Okay, this is nothing to joke about. But remember the Malaysian MAS 30 or what? I can't remember the plane that crashed and disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it was there was this one unforgettable meme of like a Bomo with the coconut, at the press conference. Yeah.
Yes.
So you had Saint RH coming out as that Bomo, bro, with the full silat garb, with the freaking like kain across his chest, and he had two coconuts, so the coconuts will come into play, right? So that was hilarious. And that wasn't it. Then suddenly we heard a roar. We heard a roar. I was like, oh my god, it's a bear. It's a mighty bear. It's mighty dressed up as a bear.
Oh, the bear. That's
was
like an internet meme, right?
Correct. Yeah. It was it's like the cocaine bear like that, the incredibly, aggressive, ready to like hunt you down bear. So that was fun.
Yeah.
So I think when Mighty came, the business picked up, like, essentially. Then of course you had Cantona. Cantona came in as a karate master. And whenever Cantona is there, you always know who is close by, right?
Right.
You have
Harry Potter.
You had the Harry Potter music play. Okay, so this is the tease. They had Harry Potter music play, and then got the Ricky Malek on the screen. It's like, okay, he's gonna come out as Harry Potter. Of course, right?
Of course.
Psych! No, he did not.
Yeah?
He trolled everyone because the music screeched to a halt, and he changed to Rick Roll, bro.
He rickrolled the crowd.
Correct. He came out dressed as Rick Astley instead.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah, and then of course we had the first sing along of the night. People were just like screaming the song, and then SPW wrestling, promotions being very smart. They cut the music right at the chorus, so never gonna give you up. So the crowd was like karaoke.
I love it.
And then the crowd just basically popped and cheered for him. So like, what a great like psych trolling job, and like, the crowd couldn't hate it, right? They were like, fuck you, why you change from Harry Potter? But no, we still enjoy it because it's Rick Astley.
Right.
So that was great. So this was towards the end. So the last person that wait, I missed out one more. Dr. Gore also came out.
Okay.
Dr. Gore came out right after the last. So Dr. I think was the last person. The second last was Selena. We've seen Selena before. She's great. She was dressed like a like a temptress, like a wicked witch vibe, all dark.
I think she dressed as Lady Dimitrescu from Capcom's Resident Evil.
Oh, there you go. You know your games.
I saw her Instagram, which was very weird, by the way, because she's always been like this quote unquote temptress type character, right?
Yeah.
And then like her vlog is one of those like get ready with me influencer vlogs. I'm like, what am I even watching? Because I totally did not expect that out of her.
No, people have multiple personalities, I suppose.
No, sure, but I'm like, is that her new thing where she's doing vlogs?
Yeah, I don't know, but
yeah, okay, maybe Dimitrescu, yeah.
She was the only woman in the match, and she came out like a house of fire. And of course, finally we had Dr. Gore. So I think Dr. Gore was really like the big star of the match.
Bro, did he dress up as anybody? Because he's Halloween 24/7, 365.
No, dude is smart. Dude either dress up as himself, blue color, or himself dark color. Like Dr. Gore black.
Yeah.
So he was wearing his dark, which I think is super cool. Like, it's like a Mortal Kombat vibe.
So okay, the last time we saw him, he took a much more like aggressive, like no more hee hee ha ha. He's like a destroyer lah. He's like a creepy, like an Undertaker almost esque vibe, right?
Yeah.
Did we see that here?
Yes. So he was the Dr. Gore Noir lah. Maybe I'll call him that.
Okay, I like that, Dr. Gore Noir.
Yeah. So that definitely he brought the aggression to the match. So again, this was also hardcore rules. Mason was the number one. He was the Iron Man of the match. He lasted all the way to the end.
Nice.
It was.
Them fuck boys need to have the stamina to keep up,
I think he will like that when you hear this. Most I wrote this down in my notes. Most entertaining thing I've seen in SPW in a hot minute. That's exactly what I wrote.
Is who?
Like the entire match,
Oh
the entire
wow.
match, the layout, the surprises, this whole mini round was fun.
Okay.
So again, Mighty and Ricky Malik were the standouts for me.
Mm.
While you had Mason surviving throughout the whole match. You had Mighty kind of like becoming the heavyweight of the match. People were trying to eliminate him. He was
Mm.
like eliminating people as well. Ricky Malik came in and immediately got thrown out by Dr. Gore.
Of
So
course. Of course.
that was fun. Selena did a lot of incredible sequences. Managed to
Yeah.
really get a pop from the crowd because she was like attacking the wrestlers left and right, but she got eliminated by Mason. And then there was this one incredible sequence where
Mm.
Mason went up to the top rope and he actually executed a moonsault onto Dr.
Oh.
Gore. But at the exact moment, very Adam Cole like, Dr. Gore gave him the super kick while he was inverted.
Oh,
Yeah, so
nice.
he did the whole Adam Cole ricochet super kick
The
moonsault thing.
timing on that must have been great.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful. So the last two was Dr. Gore and Mason.
Mm.
And before Dr. Gore could actually like finish and throw Mason out,
Yep.
you had Ricky and Cantona coming back at ringside, holding down Dr. Gore for Mason to
Mm.
eliminate. So Mason won the new
Wow.
SPW number one contender, the Hardcore Championship,
Mm.
and essentially this was the match that made Mason, because he essentially has been presented as the single star in this match.
Right. Interesting. Huh? Where's his partner?
Oh yeah, he wasn't. His partner wasn't even in the show at all. The
Is
entire show.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wonder if there's a story there or not. Are we,
I don't know whether we missed out on that,
Mm.
or maybe you're just taking a break. But
Yeah, maybe.
so this match made Mason. So Mason right now I think he's gonna go on a singles run
Mm.
and fight for the SPW Hardcore Championship, which is gonna be play into the later half of the show, and you
Yeah.
understand why. I think this is a great choice. So congrats to Mason. I
I, I
give him high stars for this match.
I will say that I am looking forward to him promoting, talking about hardcore title. Because you know him, like he this time he will have jokes,
Yeah,
he will have double entendres about that shit. So
yeah.
it's gonna be fun, yes.
It is what it is. But okay, I'm gonna power through the review here.
Do it.
The next match we had Mad Cat Karina defeating the Hustler Ray with Selena. So this was a mixed match.
Yes.
My first time seeing Karina
Mm.
perform. And I've heard a lot of great things about her. I thought people always say like, oh, she's actually gonna be the new big female star in SPW.
Oh.
She gives me a lot of Lita vibes.
Yep.
She was really like incredibly aggressive. She had a lot of
Mm.
personality. Immediately she just stood out.
The
So
the first time
pretty
I
cool.
saw her at the last show, she immediately gave me early Lita vibes.
Very early.
Not so much the Team Extreme. Like we're talking Lita with Ese Rios.
Oh yeah,
Lita.
that's a great analogy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But we'll have to wait and see lah. But like to your point as well, I do believe she has a huge upside as well.
Correct. Like you saw her the first time, you're like, yeah, I get it. I think she
Yeah.
can be very prominent in SPW.
But tell me how they ran this match, because like you have a guy versus a girl, and then like did it, because whenever you have matches like that, right, there's always this sense of like, okay, can this really happen? And
Yeah.
the guy, like the what's his name, Selena's boy
The
toy guy,
Hustler
the
Ray.
hustler. He's a big size. He's not like a skinny fella. If
Yeah.
you say this was like, no offense, but if it was Kyle, Trickster, right? Okay, it would make sense because he's skinny, right? So he would be the same size as her. But in this case, Hustler is quite a big fella.
So it went down exactly how you imagine it. You
Mm.
had her, being the underdog, getting beaten up by Ray,
Okay.
trying to avoid doing a lot of like high flying moves. And also she beat distractions from Selena because Selena returned at ringside as well.
Yes.
So she had to overcome not just all these interferences, but also the strength of Ray. And she delivered a beautiful like Spike Dudley style bulldog for the win. And I wrote this down as well. She's giving Lita vibe. So we are both aligned.
So they buried the shit out of Hustler Ray lah. Is what
I
you're saying.
mean, the
I mean, if you think
thing
about it, like the way you're describing it to me, because not only did she beat Ray, she beat Selena, who was in Ray's corner. So it's like double bury.
the thing about Ray is like I think that is his character. His character is supposed to be like this
A quote
meat.
unquote a what? A what?
Meat. The last time Terry Reynolds
Oh,
had
meat. Right.
yeah,
Right.
had Perry Saturn as a meat. I think this is his ceiling lah, bro. I don't see him challenging for titles or what. You need somebody to play the undercut role, and I think he does it well.
He's a beta male lah.
Correct. Okay, so yeah, moving on. We had my first like legit, like it feels like
Uh,
uh, a lot of animosity and
oh,
storyline going to this next match,
okay.
which is the SPW Tag Team Championship tables match between
Mm.
the defending champions Jack and Cheese, and my first time seeing them as a faction live in person. Real global threat, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So full disclosure, I wanted to wear the Real Global Threat shirt that I bought from them on this stream,
Mm.
but I forgot it's still in the laundry, so I couldn't
Oh,
wear it.
okay.
Unfortunately, but I did buy, and I spoke to both Shivam and also Statement,
Nice.
and wanted to support everyone. It's a really dope shirt. It's a dope
Mm.
shirt. You check it out. Okay, but yeah, like I said, first time seeing RGT in action. To me, it was the best match of the night so far at this point
Mm.
in time. So it was really a step up in terms of like again animosity, in terms of the storyline, in terms of the crowd reaction, because clearly Jack and Cheese remains the most popular tag team easily in SPW.
Mm.
Every time, even if I haven't seen SPW show for a couple of months, I come back. The pop and the affection and the popularity of Jack and Cheese just never changes. It
They're
just
super,
keeps
super
growing. Yeah,
over.
they're super over, right? Um, there was this very gnarly suplex spot somewhere in the beginning of the match
Mm.
where we had Shivam and Statement delivering the suplex on Big Good Jack on the stage.
Ooh.
And where I was seated right at the entrance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So near where the stairs where people were coming down. So I literally had like this entire spot happen like probably like 1 meter in front of me.
Mm.
And dude, he really took a bump on the damn wooden stage. Like,
Right.
I felt it. I felt it
Okay.
shake on my hand. I'm like, and I could literally see
Cringe. Yeah.
the wind get knocked out of Jack in front of me,
Mm.
and he
Mm.
was like,
Oh
like,
no.
yeah. So like, kudos to any wrestler that takes like concrete bumps or like
Yeah.
stage bumps. That shit ain't soft, man,
No,
at
it's
all.
gnarly, is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of took him out of commission for a while. So of
Mm.
course they cornered Cheeseburger Kid
Mm.
on the match, and then they had to introduce the tables eventually, right?
Of
So
course.
a very fun table sport, 3D and all that. But the funny thing is, the table a bit CMI lah.
Ah, why? What happened?
Because I think they were trying to set up the table, and I think there was a move that happened that kind of like lodged one of the table legs,
Yeah.
so that it couldn't open fully. So one of the legs was a bit like
Senior
bent
idea.
in. Yeah. So the whole time Shiva was trying to set it out, and the referee was helping, and he was like, "Oh no, is it one of those spots?" And then to
Oh
the point
no.
that I think they had to improv a bit, and the
Mm.
crowd was like, "Fuck the table, fuck, throw the table, whatever." So he's like, "Ah, fuck." He was, kudos to him. He was
Yeah.
frustrated. He just took the table, he just fucking threw it away,
Nice.
and then like they managed to kind of like cover over that side, and eventually they introduced another table to a
Mm.
nice pop, and then they I think got back on track. Um, the match itself, generally was excellent tag team brawling. Like there's
Mm.
no like tag in tag out action. People were just doing moves,
Yeah.
executing the whole thing, and it went slightly a bit long. I would say easily about 15 minutes.
Oh.
But knowing that this was the last match before intermission, I think they wanted to really give the crowd a high right before they take a
Mm.
break, right?
Mm.
Um, the finish was this brilliant tag team finisher where it was I believe they had Jack carrying Statement in a spine buster position,
Mm-hmm.
and you had Cheeseburger Kid climbing up to the top rope, delivering a coup de grace on
Mm.
him through the table. Yeah, so
Wow.
I think that was like a spectacular finish, and yeah, it was a great title defense.
Mm.
Still the champions, Jack and Cheese.
I love that they put Jack and Cheese over huge like that.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried about real global threat in
Mm.
that, they like in the Singapore context. So I don't know what they've been doing overseas, and maybe they've been, running roughshod, right? But
Yep.
here in Singapore, in SPW to be exact, in his home promotion, he's come to SPW, talking about Andrew, that is. They made the big splash, and then at the last event they lost, and then here they lost again. So I'm like, you know what I mean? It's like you wouldn't see Triple H and Stone
Stone
Cold
Cold.
tag teaming and then losing. Like, no, they would be running roughshod. So like
Yeah.
I understand that they want to put Jack and Cheese over, which they should, right? But I'm just a bit curious as to, okay, are they in we are veterans, so let's just put everybody over mode? right
Yeah,
now.
which I feel that might be where they're going towards.
Mm.
I don't think they lose any like luster or credibility by like putting this great tag team over in Jack and Cheese. But
Okay.
I do believe that maybe their hit is not here in Singapore, but maybe in like setup or the other
Yeah.
promotions.
So
That's where they're getting the victories. Yeah.
that's my point, right? Like it's like I don't know what they've been doing overseas, so maybe they could have been running roughshod and getting all that heat. But yeah, here in this context, it just feels a bit like you know what I mean. Like the few
Yeah, I
times I've
got you.
seen them as a team, as a real global threat, they haven't been a threat.
They definitely have been a threat in Thailand because I believe they are the
Mm.
setup tag team champions over there.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay,
I guess this is a situation where maybe statement in him thinks that hey, in my home promotion I don't mind, I can take the loss
right.
because like I'm still gonna be great wherever
Sure,
where
sure,
Shivam is. Okay,
understandable.
so yeah, intermission next, and then we are at our last three matches. This was a match that I was looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
SPW Hardcore Championship.
Ooh.
Referee Ryan Kristen as his wrestler persona or his real name Ryan Shen
Mm.
defeated Bryson Blade to
Wow.
become the new SPW Hardcore champion.
Congratulations to Ryan. That sounds weird. Like referee Ryan is his name.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care. But yeah, congrats. But also, like, I feel bad for Bryson Blade. Didn't he just win it? Okay, not just like
It's,
two
it,
shows, 3 shows ago already.
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But the fun thing is, this actually had the longest storyline coming into the match, right?
Yep. Yep.
It's literally been over a year since we both watched that Singapore Kane match
Mm.
between referee Ryan and Bryson Blade, where he took the loss and he kind of whacked like crazy.
He lit him up.
Yeah, and this is actually the culmination of that feud. So it's been
Mm.
over a year of them kind of feuding on and off, being involved and interacting with each other. And this match itself also had a Singapore Cane come into play because it was a Singapore Cane match as well.
Yeah.
There was there was this at the start of the match there was this crazy spot where they were doing the dueling and all that,
Mm.
and then the crowd was chanting Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, and then the next one is chanting use the force, use the
Use the
force.
force.
So I do not know whether that was planned or they listened to the crowd, but they
Mm.
eventually did the whole Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker wheeling, and then they like use the force,
Right.
and the crowd pop. And
Okay.
I know wrestling is dumb sometimes, but like it it make the crowd pop. So like
Yeah.
kudos to them.
Yeah. It's a house show. You're playing to the house crowd. Why not? Right.
Correct. So again, like they were. I think Ryan had a lot of aggressiveness.
Mm.
Really brought the fight to Bryson, and the only time Bryson could catch a break was he had to deliver like an RKO out of nowhere just to catch a break. There was a lot of fun spots. Like at one point, Ryan did a Walls of Jericho,
Mm.
great pop as well. And then unfortunately, as towards the ending stretch of the match, we had Kentona coming out again,
Oh.
and you had Ricky Malik coming out to get involved,
Mm.
but he was saved by Dr. Gore. So
Oh.
Dr. Gore came out, I say, in his noob cyborg Dr. Noir style. So
Mm.
just to correct myself, I think in the Rumble match, he was
Mm.
wearing his normal blue attire.
Oh.
So this match he came out like a house of fire in this like Undertaker style you were saying about.
Yeah.
And the match ended with a very beautiful stunner from Ryan
Uh-huh.
and a snooker splash. I call it a snooker splash, but it was basically a big splash that he did
Big
from top
splash.
rope.
Right. Yeah.
And the new champion Ryan finally defeats Bryson Blade.
I
Wins the
saw.
title.
I saw it on Instagram. I was like, oh wow, they made that switch. Very, very good. Yeah, congratulations. Sounds like a fun match. I will say one thing, right? You mentioned Dr. Gore came out during the Rumble as his blue color self. Was he cosplaying his old self? Is that the story of what was going on? He cosplayed his old self.
I can't tell. I couldn't tell. But all I know is like he's always dressed for Halloween. So
Sure. Yeah.
this match should be up his alley, right?
Mm.
Again, referee Ryan, the new champion.
Yep.
The new hardcore championship number one contender is
Go.
no,
No. Go. Mason.
correct, Mason.
Yeah.
So do you see like the title scene kind of ramping up? You
Oh
have
yeah.
people like Go, Ricky Male, all in the precipice, and then you have Mason
Yeah.
challenging the new babyface champion in Ryan. So I like that scene that's happening right now.
I feel bad for Ryan because and you know what, they've set this up perfectly because you just think about the personalities involved. Ryan is a nice guy, a bit
Quite
boy.
quiet.
you know he's going to get bullied left, right, and center by Mason. Right?
Exactly.
So it
Exactly.
actually, like, even before they've had any interaction, you can kind of tell where this is going already. And I like that.
Correct.
I like that kind of storytelling where it's, I mean, I don't want to say it's obvious, but it's logical, right?
Correct. So I feel like at the end of the day, like you have enough established characters with very defined
Mm.
personalities to make it work, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So yeah, next match.
Mm.
This is the, I would say, like the selling point, the match that sold the card, I would say, to certain people, because you have Kaden Carter, or formerly known as Kaden Carter, now Lacey Lane, her real
Yeah,
name,
yeah.
versus Alexis Lee, right? So
Mm.
Alexis Lee has taken out that role of like the standard bearer, right, as the top female star in Singapore. I think she will always get first dips at fighting all the international stars, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this was really more of me seeing what Lacey Lane can do up close without all the, oh, I got a tag team partner lah. Like she could really stand out on her own, right?
Right, right.
So what I found interesting about her is that she's rocking this very cowgirl vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like her signature taunt was to go up on the top rope, sit on it, and then whip her body like a cowgirl riding a bull. So like
Yeehaw.
I was like, okay, soul. This gimmick can run anywhere. Make it
Oh,
work.
wow. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
Foreign
uh,
approves of the cowgirl. Oh,
okay.
foreign likes cowgirl.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah, she likes. He likes. He just said he likes the woo, the aesthetic,
Uh,
the cowgirl aesthetic.
yeah. You know, Cowboy Carter, bro. Beyonce's album, great album. Anyway, you know, the match I would say was very, very hard hitting.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I think that's the beauty of like, you know, having a solid worker.
Mm.
Uh, like they are not afraid to like lay it in. They were snug.
Yeah.
And fun fact, Lacey Lane trained with Booker T, I believe, in reality
Oh.
of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So
Shucky ducky quack quack.
so she was so smooth. Everything she did
Mm.
was great, was crisp. I hope the match comes out on social media and people can watch it because it's like
Yeah.
great showcase. Like I thought this was Alexis Lee's best match easily in like the last
Wow.
maybe 1 year that I've seen her. Right, like okay, because she's been wrestling a lot of Japanese wrestlers, right? So they have a
Mm.
certain style, like in the recent matches. But this is a very American style,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Lacey Lane really slowed it down, really made every move feel impactful,
Yeah.
and they were actually trying to tease a sister Abigail throughout the match.
Oh, okay.
So
Whose finishes Sister Abigail?
Lacey Lane's
Lacey Lynch.
apparently,
Okay.
because I didn't know Lacey
Ah.
Lane was doing a sister, like I didn't know that was a finisher, or
Mm-mm.
maybe she took it as you know, like maybe as a tribute to Bray. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but so every time she started teasing it, and
Ah.
like Alexis, the story of the match was her trying to kind of counter or get out of it and transition out. But the crowd was like, oh yeah, hit that move, hit that move, hit that move. And then finally, like the last stretch of the match, they did a very amazing counter sequence. And she managed to catch her, and then do the Sister Abigail. And that was the 1, 2, 3 for the win.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say short match, really, really fun. Everyone was super invested and
Mm.
great finish, I would say.
There you go.
Yep. Okay, and now the final match of the night, the match that we all were, I mean, I was personally curious to see.
Yeah.
SPW Southeast Asian Championship Falls Count Anywhere Extreme Rules match. The Butcherman versus Shigehiro Irie.
And once again, for context, in the last SPW event, they actually had a one-on-one. It was interrupted. It became a tag team match where Shigehiro Irie and Butcherman ended up teaming up against a real global threat, right? So
Correct.
after that, Butcherman went on social media. Was like, I'm not happy. I wanted to pit myself against Irie, and now they finally get the match.
Correct. And I think one thing I need to say about this match is they had a lot of beautiful tributes to like some extreme hardcore legends.
Ooh.
You had Irie coming out dressed up as Cactus Jack with the
Nice.
full flannel and all that, beautiful. And then you had the Butcherman doing a tribute to New Jack.
Oh.
So you had Natural Born Killers playing in the background.
What? Yeah.
You had him doing the reverse bandana. It was super cool, right? And
Yeah.
I think like half of the fans were like old school wrestling fans, so they immediately popped. They knew who they were paying tribute to. Again, immediately they started off brawling. They had like candlesticks. They had stop signs. They had trash cans. I think you know, expect from a street fight.
Yeah.
But then they did the stage spot again. Okay, so here's a very fun fact that I actually managed to talk to Butcherman after the show. So what happened was they fought to the stage, and they had a steel step set up at the side of the stage.
Okay.
And this was happening right in front of me. So if you saw Instagram, our social media on Kick to the Gut, I actually got like a super up close of him getting thrown headfirst into the steel steps.
Ooh.
So the thing that really got me shocked, because your friend was there, the Maxi Lung.
Maxi, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was kind of sitting beside me or behind me.
Mm.
And then like I was kind of like after the hit, I was trying to pan my phone around to catch the crowd's reaction. But then immediately Max was like, holy shit, he's bleeding. Then I'm like, wait, what? So I just snapped back,
Oh.
and I saw like there was like a gash on Butcherman's head.
Oh shit.
And then I was like, dude. Then I called him by his name, hey Daniel, you okay or not, Daniel?
Yeah.
And then like, at the same time, being the typical social media person I am, I like zoom in on the head,
Right,
zoom,
right,
zoom,
right,
just,
right.
just to catch. And then he was
Bro.
like breathing hard, and he was like, I'm okay. So I'm like, holy shit. Did he get hit hard way? Because
Yeah.
like, he literally was like 1 second away, I look away, come back, he kena hit. So I definitely didn't see him like, blade or anything.
Yeah. Can we just once again point out Foreign's just impeccable timing when it comes to breaking the fourth wall? Right? First we had, are you a heel? And now, Daniel, are you okay? I mean, what the bro? You and your are you Deadpool?
Man, I think that should be my new gimmick, bro.
Just
I will be
breaking
like,
breaking kayfabe, FKayfabe. Just
cannot invite foreign to cover wrestling matches on commentary.
yeah, because he will just freaking call people by their real names.
Yeah. Dwayne, you okay or not, Dwayne?
Use like wrestling terms like, are you a heel?
Nah, yeah, I mean, at that moment, I was reacting like organically to what was
Right.
happening. I was
As
like,
a human to human, right?
correct. I was
Yeah, there you
JR
go.
in the moment, right? So he did tell me after the match that he didn't manage to cover his hands or put his hands up on time. So he took it full force on his
Shit.
skull. So it was bad.
Ouch.
Yeah. So much respect to Butcherman. And that was like only like first 5 minutes into the match. There was another 20 minutes to go, bro.
Right.
So there was a ladder usage in the match. There was a huge superplex. There was a Seth Rollins tribute, and what I mean by that, there was a coast to coast from the Butcherman on Irie,
Wow.
but this time he did I believe he did like a more of a Shane McMahon like drop kick to the trash can to his face from one
Yeah.
side of the ring to the other. So that was amazing. Lots of Snapdragon suplexes. I know that is like his Kenny Omega tribute. And you have to understand, these are all behemoths, right? They're big size people,
Yeah,
but they're doing
yeah.
all these like super like athletic. It reminded me of what? It reminded me of like um Dijak versus like what's his
Keith
name?
Lee.
Keith Lee.
Yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
that vibe that I was getting. Miles better than what I saw from their first match. I wasn't there. I think they really
Of course it was miles better. You didn't see the first match.
I mean based on what I saw on social media lah, come on.
Oh my
But-
god.
Okay, but I think they did themselves justice lah. I really get why EVA. They always say like they kind of look like twins. And they
Yeah.
really wrestle like they knew each other 100%, right?
Okay, let me once again clarify. The first match, I said it wasn't very good. I didn't think it was very good because it wasn't a match. It was a setup for the tag team match. That was the whole point, right?
Yeah lah.
But there you go. Okay.
So my analysis is correct lah.
you is correct lah. But the way you like, oh, this one was much better based on what I saw, which you didn't. So it's like
Who are you to say? You're not there.
Foreign with another one of his fourth wall breaks. I love it. Okay.
I think my zingers is when I don't filter whatever is in my head. I think I can get
Bro,
gems.
we are living off of it. What
Okay.
do the kids say? That's feeding generations. There you go. Oh my god. When I try to speak Gen Z, suddenly it all falls apart. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's not that deep, bro. It's all good. Okay, so I think is essentially it was just a brilliant match. It was a great title defense. The match I think ended with Butcher getting the win. And I can't remember what exactly was the finishing spot, but I think he did it and it landed on the what's it, table or the ladder? I couldn't remember the ending. But what I do know was after the match they had like a very great like a back and forth like on the mic. I think Butcher was kind of saying that you are my wrestling role model, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah, like so I think he does have a lot of respect to this Japanese wrestler.
Sure.
And the crowd was like kiss,
Oh, for crying out loud.
and you know what? Maybe he was in a good mood that day. They actually kissed
Wait. Are we talking like on the cheek or lip?
on the lips. Butcherman and Irie had a peck on the lips, and immediately the next crowd reaction was Butcher wife, because the Butcherman's one was just on top. So she was like, okay, let me clarify, I'm happily married, blah blah blah. So maybe it was a sport of the moment, maybe it was a fun thing.
Right,
But
right.
that still wasn't the story of the match.
Oh
What
no.
the post-match thing that went down.
You mean what we're seeing here right now?
Correct. So you had all of a sudden you had statement coming out, and then we were like, because I think he was saying like, okay, what is gonna be my next title defense for the next big show,
Yeah,
Tranquilo, right?
yeah.
So yeah, statement coming out, I was like, and then the crowd was like, what? Not again? What? Butcherman statement? We've seen this before, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, kind of like mentally like, okay, whatever. And then
Mm.
statement didn't even get a chance to speak. Then the screen went dark, and
Oh,
of course, I think you know what happened next because we saw it on social media, right?
I mean the show is called Tranquilo.
Correct. You all of a sudden you had appearing on the screen Tetsuya Naito from New Japan, New
Ooh.
Japan legend, bro. You
Yes.
had Naito just maybe like 5 years ago, like the biggest star in New Japan, right? You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Destino fighting Okada and all that,
There
and
you go.
he
There you go.
has yeah,
Look
there
at
you
the
go.
screen. Yeah.
He recently left New Japan, so he's a free agent right now.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then he called out Butcherman and Statement by name.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we are gonna see on the Tranquilo show a triple threat for the SPW championship. That's gonna be big. That's huge, bro.
Bro, and that the crazy thing is that is another like huge weekend. Aren't the both shows from SPW and Grapplemax back to back? I have to check the dates. Somebody
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong.
I think consecutive weekends lah, but
Oh,
essentially
consecutive weekends. Yeah.
that 2 weekends, guys, you gotta settle up because like SPW is gonna come in hot for their last show of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm all ready because this show got me back hooked with like the storyline that's happening in SPW because
Nice.
I haven't seen their shows in a while. So like I was like, wow, okay, immediately I could follow whatever was going on, and they gave me new faces, they
Ah,
established some
yeah.
old names, and then they make me excited for the next shows. I think they did their job.
There
Great
you go.
match. Great show.
28th, by the way, 28th of November. That is when the Tranquilo.
Correct.
Tranquilo, Los Tranquilos di Japón, they're also coming to SPW.
Correct. So like his
The
faction
whole
like
faction.
essentially.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think you have
Wow.
Bushi also might be coming if I'm not
Uh,
wrong. Yeah, yeah. So a couple
so,
of big names, couple of
yeah,
big
that's
names for sure.
28th of November at the Fuchao building.
Yeah, so consecutive shows. So yeah, overall SPW has been great.
Mm-hmm.
Come, let's switch gears. Let's talk
Whoop.
about Grapple Max, bro.
Gang, I just pressed the wrong button. Suddenly the intro hit again. I'm like, wait, what?
There you
What's
go.
going on? Okay,
There
yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
we're good. So there you go. That's SPW. Again, that was the Friday. And then on to the Saturday. This is when you headed off for your little celebration / break, right?
Yes, correct.
Very good. So I got to go to Tanjong Pagar, CC. And first things first, I have to get this out of the way. That as a venue, brilliant. Beautiful venue
Chef's
because
kiss.
yeah, chef's kiss because the acoustics of that hall were amazing. I would say better than Jurong Springs.
How near? Where exactly is it located? Is it like really at Tanjong Pagar itself?
It's Tanjong Pagar near Cantonment there.
Oh shit! So it's a
Yeah.
pretty good location. It's like central CBD and Heartland.
Bro, yes, exactly. It's everything. So, like, once again, you had people who were just like, nosy passerbys just looking to see what's going on. I love what Grapplemax is doing in terms of like going out there. And it's very funny, right? Like, this is the weekend that SPW is out there putting on a hardcore show. And meanwhile, Grapplemax is out there in the heartlands putting on a family-friendly show. So you can see a very interesting dynamic that's happening in the local wrestling scene right now, and the sort of positions that each promotion is sort of inhibiting. And I love that. I love that
Yeah.
each has its own identity now.
So you're reaching new audiences. Like each promotion is trying to find new audiences or like basically spread the gospel of pro wrestling their own
Oh
way.
yes, gospel of pro wrestling it is. And okay, talking about the location, great location, right? And also I was having conversations with so many people, and everyone, pretty much agreed lah. Like sometimes when you do these things, right, the first one is getting your foot in the door, and then people
Correct.
might think it's the first one a fluke. After you do the second one, you're like, oh, okay, it works. And considering the show that they put on, look forward. I'm crossing my fingers for them. I'm sure they are, very high on what has happened as well. I hope we get to see more in different CCs all across Singapore. And I think that's huge for the wrestling scene here in Singapore.
For
Massive.
sure. So am I right to say that Wrestlepagar it could be the kickstart of a series at Tanjong Pagar CC, or it's just like this is like a touring thing?
Bro, I can't remember which MP it was they got involved, but
Yeah.
bro was a full on. You can tell, right? This guy watched wrestling back in the day. He was there in his Bret Hart pink shirt.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go.
Oh,
You know he's a fan.
yeah, he is legit fan. And then, like, okay, I know I'm jumping ahead, but at the end of the show, he came on and said a few words, right? He's there talking about he watched Survivor Series. It was Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. You know the teams? Remember when Bret Hart had his like family members, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
Shawn
yeah.
Michaels had his like whatever. I can't remember also.
Canadian Stampede. I remember this.
Was it Canadian Stampede?
Yeah, yeah. It's the one where Stone Cold, the Team USA versus the Team Canada, right?
Was it? No. I believe he said it was Team Bret Hart versus Team Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, lah. So Shawn Michaels was like representing the American team, got Stone Cold on that team as well. And then
Oh,
Bret Hart had like
the Canadians.
Bulldog and all the Hart guys. It was one
Oh,
of the In Your House pay-per-views. I think that's what he's talking about.
no. Survivor Series. I'm
The
talking about Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
I think this goes all the way back even. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like you can tell dude was super hyped about being in the ring, talking about wrestling and sharing this passion that he might have had at one
Okay.
point. And again, is this case of, we've all at some point come across wrestling in some way, shape,
Yeah.
or form, right?
Yeah, correct.
And I feel a really good positive buzz about this whole scene right now.
Yeah.
We kick off the night with Pinball YC. They have nicknames now. I don't know if you knew this. And Sean the Pillar.
Oh my god.
So we got Pinball and the Pillar. Actually, Pinball and the Pillar. Do you think that's a better name than Aussie?
It's a new thing lah.
It's a bit new, right?
Yeah.
Versus Phoenix Rose and Love Warrior Shawwal.
Yeah, that one is the Malaysian, right?
Malaysia,
team,
so
right?
they are from MyPW. It's for the Grapplemax Tag Team Championships. Interestingly enough, Love Warrior Shawwal, right? Like I guess his nickname is Freedom because the tag team name is Love X Freedom. But you know how they spell freedom?
How?
FRDM. Hey, is it they copy you or you copy them or
No
what?
lah.
Like you know how foreign is like he dropped all the syllables, vowels. So he dropped all the vowels. That's how you get foreign, right? So
I
he
hope so.
dropped the he dropped the vowels also, and that's how he gets FRDM from
From. But
right?
I do not own monopoly on all these like
Dropping
acronyms,
vowels
bro.
and-
It's all
yeah,
good.
Okay,
It's all
okay,
good.
there you go. Anyway, they start off with a handshake. It's an interesting dichotomy because it's a face versus face match. If you think about it, they're both faces. Do you know much about Love and Freedom?
No, I just seen Phoenix Rose perform before.
Right.
Yeah.
Based on their names, they have this like very flamboyant vibe. They're in pink, they do dance breaks, that kind of thing. Think Rico and that kind of stuff.
Adrian Adonis vibes.
Yeah. I wouldn't go so far as to say Billy and Chuck because that one is a bit of a parody. But you get the vibe we're talking about here, right? Adrian Adonis, Rico, that kind of thing, right? And that's sort of how the match plays out. In that there's a bit of that comedy where Sean goes for the rear waist lock, and then they start gyrating together.
Oh, is that kind of vibe? Okay.
Yeah, and so that's how we start off. And you know what? For a crowd that, perhaps a lot of the crowd has never watched wrestling before or they really don't have much of a conception, I think it's visually very funny and amusing and comedic, right?
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Both teams had really fun tag team moves and they were displaying their tag team moves. That basically this match was to pop the crowd. You know what I mean?
A fun opener.
Yeah, fun opener. Because like I said, it's two face teams. So ultimately, it's like, who do you support? We just support both. We're just there to cheer. It's one of those type of matches, like an exhibition match, where you're just cheering for things that are happening, as opposed to, they hate them. No, there's none of that, right?
I think going forward, like local wrestling need to, I think, mix a balance of like storylines for the people who always follow their shows, and knowing that we're always gonna have new people watching them. So the crowds needs to be like, they need to kind of cater the booking. So I think this was a great choice.
Yes.
Sure.
So you got to a point. I don't say one of those types of matches, but it is one of those types of matches where it builds up to everyone hitting their big moves, left, back and forth, until Aussie hit their finisher for the big win.
Nice.
Again, fun start, got the crowd going. Again, the acoustics of the place was phenomenal. Everything down to a slap to the thigh. I mean, a kick to the face sounded devastating.
Oh, love
It
it.
would
Okay.
reverberate, right? That's a great place.
So I think they found a gem. They found a gem in this CC.
I was telling Greg, you guys need to do it here again because it sounds good. The visuals of this place are excellent.
And it was indoors, so
Indoors, yes. The aircon was very strong. I love it.
okay.
It gets Mr. Young's thumbs up of approval. So strong opener, even though it did feel a bit like no stakes lah. It was just to warm the crowd up. right?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then we had a triple threat tag team match, and you see this a lot. I don't want to say it's a gripe, but the one thing that like I kind of understand because you want to showcase as many people as possible, but there's only one singles match.
Oh,
Yeah, every other
interesting.
match was a tag team match of some form or fashion. So,
Okay.
second match was the Gen Z. Do you like the name?
Oh, is this our recently created faction?
Yes, they are heels, in fact.
The Gen Z. Okay.
Together with Hotshot, I forgot what Nate calls his. He's not Nathaniel anymore. It's like Nate X or some
Oh
Gen Z
my
nonsense.
god. Okay. The Gen
I
Z.
need
Okay.
actually I need to find it. Actually, they might scold me because I
Mm.
don't know their full proper
The
names
Gen
anymore.
Z. Okay, okay. I mean, it's a mouthful. I'll get used to it. I'm assuming there's a DX reference somewhere there that I might have
Yeah
missed.
lah, look, the Generation X now they are Gen Z's ma, so the Gen Z. And
The Generation Z. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and Wilson pointed out to me, he's like, I'm actually Gen Z. I barely make Gen Z, but he is Gen Z, so you cannot like call him out and say he's not Gen Z because
So
he
he's
is.
a Zillennial.
He is.
Zillennial.
He is right.
Okay,
And
okay. Like it.
again, I have to say, I love that they're embracing their heel side right now
There
and
you
really
go.
leaning into it.
There
Look at
you
them.
go. I love it. I love it. Okay,
Look at how much fun they're having.
can't wait to see them live in this new act.
Mhm.
So who were they facing against?
So it's the Gen Z versus Ships Ahoy, and
Ooh.
you know they've had their issues in the past couple of shows,
Mm.
right? You know, last show they were literally like bickering with each other, and
Yeah.
even in their promo leading up to this match, again a lot of conflict.
Interestingly, you have a newly formed heel
Mhm.
fighting a established heel who is very well liked by the audience.
Yeah,
How
so
was
okay,
that dynamic?
that's interesting because there's a third team involved here. It's a triple threat tag team match: the
Yeah.
Gen Z, Ships Ahoy, and Heaven and Earth
There you
for
go.
the number one contendership. So you have a full heel team, full
Mm.
face team, and a heel team that's turning face, but they are teasing a breakup. So you
There you
have
go.
three different like so. Whereas the first match had no clear like team to support, this one you actually have very defined roles.
And let me guess, the
Mm.
crowd, or even the new fans, were really in love with Heaven and Earth, right?
Oh yeah, Heaven and Earth. Um, by virtue of their act, right? And I have to give credit to especially the Shadow Lavin, right?
Mm.
You can. And I've said this before. Like I don't know if it's his time away or he's just had time to cook, but there's a lot more
Nuance.
urgency and malice and like laying it in what he does. And I
Mm.
appreciate that, especially his whole gimmick. He's a shooter anyway.
Yeah,
So
gotcha.
everything needs to look like he's shooting, even though I'm sure it's safe. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So, like, couple that with the high flying moves of
Of Simon.
Simon
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the crowd were up on their feet fighting the other two teams.
Ships Ahoy are super over.
Yeah,
Please don't fight chance going. Please don't
love it,
fight. Please,
love it.
because they're still like staring at each other. Like Christian's
They
like,
want them to forever reunite and be
yeah,
together, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting start. Like Sarah slapped Simon to
Mm.
start, sort of like throwing him, and it's okay. It's one of those triple threat matches where only two teams or two people are in the ring, but anyone can tag anyone. You know that
So proper
format?
rules. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have your heels, the Gen Z. They are like, okay, you're fine, you're fine. No, typical heel stuff. Very good, right? So
Gotcha.
let the other two teams duke it out. The heels be smart about it, right?
Mm.
Heaven and Earth, they clear house. They are doing all the cool moves, the tag team moves, the hard hitting moves, that kind of thing.
Mm.
Simon even had a big dive off the ropes,
Oh, okay.
which obviously these things pop the crowd and like onto like the whole group of everybody lah, that kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah, I wrote down in my notes. It looks like the shadow means business, and I know it's such a silly thing to say, but
Mm.
there is a nuance, a little switch that you see flicked in wrestlers when sometimes you see like, he looks like he's doing the moves versus he looks like he's there to hurt someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Lots of miscommunication between the Ships Ahoy members,
Mm.
unfortunately, which leads to the finish, actually, because I don't know if you saw some of the highlights we put up on our social media,
Mm.
but essentially, I forgot who was being held, but they got out of the way, and Christian hit his finisher, the X Factor,
Yes.
on Sarah.
On purpose?
Not on purpose, because Sarah was holding on to somebody.
Oh shit. Okay. So
But at the last moment, that person got out of the way, and Christian hits it on Sarah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And oh no, it was one of Heaven and Earth because I think it might have been Simon because Simon goes up to the top rope then, right, to capitalize, right? But he gets shoved off the top doing the swanton, but the swanton still hits. Then Divan sneaks in, throws Simon out, picks up the cheap win.
Oh, so you
Because-
got the new kids on the block.
Yeah, they are the number one contenders. Which,
Wow.
I mean, okay, if you think about it, right, from a booking perspective, they are the new team, and they've been going on about, of course, we would team up with Hotshot. Why wouldn't we team up with the champ? And the first thing they get is number one contenders match for the tag team titles. Hey, way to put them in the right spot right away, making a great first impression, no?
If I was Heaven and Earth, I would be pissed because I've been chasing that, that number one contender for so long. Wow.
Bro, Lavian even said to me, hey, you notice every time we lose, it's some fuck finish. I was like, yeah. So they have definitely a gripe, right?
They definitely can, call their shot and make a case to somehow still be a number one contender for sure.
Yes. So at Unity, D-Gen Z will be challenging Aussie.
Oi.
Yes, for the tag team titles. Okay, I just wonder, is it too soon to put it on them? Is it too soon to take it off?
It's too soon.
But if you think about it, right, just imagine D-Gen Z going into 2026 with all the titles. Just imagine that as a visual, as an idea. It sounds very juicy, doesn't it?
The heat, though. The
heat, exactly. And when Heaven and Earth finally take off the titles from D-Gen Z, wouldn't that be even bigger?
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, no, as much as we love Aussie, they've been the tag team champs for a while already. No, they've had their run. So
it's been half a year. Yeah. That could be.
Could this be you pass the torch on and then you build that heat with that mega heel faction, give them a lot of credibility, and then when they finally lose, they make Heaven and Earth or they put them over.
All right, shall see. I mean, I'm excited. Unity is gonna be fun. Yeah. Okay.
Again,
how many more matches do we have right now?
A couple more, like 3 more.
Okay, let's go. Let's power through.
Yeah, all right, here we go. We got Kelvin Lang, again, another tag team match. Kelvin Lang and Ming Rui versus LFG.
There you go, my guys.
Your favorite effers who are still around, apparently. And okay, I was wondering why he did it, but it all makes sense at the end because when Crypto Bro and Cal came out, Crypto Bro started cutting a promo on the uncles, the hunkles, sitting in the front row. The hunkles are basically a group of uncles, like, seniors in this community who are hunks. They like do exercise and stuff like that. That's what they call the hunkles, right?
Love it. Yeah, okay.
And so you had Crypto Bro out there, you all should be in the kopitiam, why are you here? Just like, insulting them.
Love the heel work, yeah.
I love it, right? Like,
yeah.
This is great. You are literally cutting heel promo against the hometown heroes, the crowd favorites. And then you got Uncle Chance.
Yeah, that's
right.
Okay. So I know the payoff because you all saw it on social media on Mothership, in fact. But yeah, how did the match go?
I mean, okay, so I'm just a bit like, for Kelvin because he went away, he came back with a new gimmick, and now he's just been put into various tag team matches. Do you notice?
Last time it was with Div. That was the previous amplifier. So now it's with like Ming Rui.
Oh, by the way, Ming Rui, huge hit, especially with the kids because there are a lot of kids in this show.
Is it her like furry attire? Yeah.
It's not just the furry, it's her whole vibe, and she's like fun and cute and stuff like that, right? So that appeals to the kids.
There's a demographic there. There's a demographic for the kids.
100%. The kids love Ming Rui. Kelvin is getting great reactions. I wrote this down because, and this is another thing that I noticed that some of these guys that have gone overseas that have picked up, right? Like, he's reacting to what's going on in the ring when he's not in the ring. Like when Ming Rui gets hit, he's like, oh. Like when someone Ming Rui gets hurt in the shoulder, he will like.
It's the little things. It's the little thing.
It really is. Like it looks like he's invested in his partner winning.
And by like a byproduct of that, we as fans are invested. Even when we look at him, we are invested in the match still.
Yes, correct, 100%. It's so different from like sometimes when we watch matches, the tag team partner is just lepaying in the corner. Literally lepaying in the corner, doing nothing, no emotion. Like you're not invested in the match. If you're not invested in the match, how can we be invested in the match, right?
Yeah.
So kudos to him for that. I mean, okay, I'm sure you can guess how this match goes, right? Like babyface in peril, Ming Rui the whole time, right?
Yeah.
So you got the two veterans bullying Ming Rui the whole time. Huge heat for that. So that when she finally gets the hot tag, Kelvin comes in, House of Fire, the crowd pops hard for it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone pops hype when they see Kelvin, man, with
Mm.
those abs. Like, come on.
Don't know what else is popping, And okay,
Yeah.
the finish. It was an interesting finish because for the most part, I don't know if you notice this, but I can catch the finish on camera usually.
You
I
telegraph it all
know.
the time.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not about like I'm not saying it's telegraphed. I'm just saying that I've watched wrestling long enough, right?
Yeah.
This one came out of nowhere. That's why I didn't get the finish on camera for
Mm,
this. It was literally a roll up because
mm.
Cal was jaw jacking with one of the uncles,
Yep.
and then suddenly, boop, Calvin rolls him up 1, 2, 3.
Love it. Love it.
So
Amazing.
you have a bit of a shock, like like a shock win factor, but it was because of quote unquote distraction. But it's
Yep.
not a heel distraction because Cal was just jaw jacking with the uncle for no reason, right?
Yeah. Got you.
And LFG post match they attack, and
Mm.
then the uncles came in for the save, and so this was like the pop of the night. They build up to this moment, right?
Yeah.
Where they involve the hometown hero. We've seen this in WWE programming all the time, where the local football star, local basketball star, finally he comes into the
Yeah.
ring to
Still
make the
101,
save.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only in this case, it's like one 93-year-old uncle. And I mean, hey, Cal and Crypto Bro, they're veterans, they're good sports, so they took like a chop to the head lah, like almost like a great Kali chop to the head, that sort of force lah.
My
But
God. Okay. Then I saw the clip. It was damn cute.
yeah,
It was
it
damn
was
cute,
super
especially
cute.
the uncle slapping the one in the ass.
Yes,
Crypto
yes.
as well.
Hey, Uncle 93, one of them 93 years old. You gotta give it to him,
Yeah. That's why it's crazy, man.
They
Okay.
scale into the ring faster than I did. Anyway, there was that match. Then we move
Okay.
on to Ban versus Julian, the only 1v1 match, only singles match of the
Rising
night.
championship, right?
Oh yeah. Interesting. So they teased a handshake. Actually, they shook hands right at the start. At first, I was like, "What's going on? Is Julian like teasing a face turn?" But that's a bit of storytelling as well. Because later in the match, Julian again, after they fight for a bit already, right? He tried to shake his hand again, but this time he kicked him.
Okay, so he tried to be like sportsmanship a bit, but then like fuck it.
So the story is he lulled him into a false sense of security so that the second time that he did it, he could capitalize. So I
see.
appreciate that little bit of a psychology there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I enjoy that they are both very aggressive in sometimes when people tie up, it looks like they are just hugging. This looked like an aggressive tie up, right?
I mean, they are one of the more established wrestlers as well.
Yes, I enjoyed this match. I mean, I don't want to say this is my favorite, but it was the easiest to follow because it's 1v1. You know what I mean?
And also because Julian, sorry,
Who
is a
is
fan.
Jillian?
Julian, my guy, your guy as well. You have been historically a fan of him, and
Yes.
he still needs to get on the podcast.
Oh, yes, he does. He does. He took his time. He milked the crowd. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't rush, which is what I appreciate. Again,
Yep.
a lot of times we see people do move after move. He doesn't do that. He takes his time to build the heat.
Correct.
So that when your face gets the comeuppance, then it's a bigger pop, right?
Yeah.
So Ban has the advantage. He's pushing Julian, and then the lights go out.
Ooh.
And then who pops out on screen?
Ooh.
Scumdog Sage Matthews.
Oh, that guy. He's back.
Ban. Yeah. So he basically cuts a promo on Ban. The match is still going on, by the way. So Ban is just staring at the screen. You know exactly what happens next, right?
Okay.
You
So
can
he
guess.
got attack from the back.
There you go.
Distraction.
Julian literally kicks him right in the back of the head. Bam, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Julian picks up the win. Without his friends, there's no Showtime Inc. So I wonder what the status of Showtime Inc. is again.
Yeah.
Showtime Inc. this year has been really on and off. Like they came together for cinema, Absolute Cinema, right?
Yeah, correct. I think they are on the Kick to the Gut 2025 schedule, bro.
yeah. They're like, okay, when we free lah.
Yeah,
because
when
Prabhu
we
is still out rehabbing, right?
And you got Showtime himself kind of being mysterious. I don't know, he's doing other stuff as well outside.
Yeah, he's busy. Like, we get it. But I'm just glad that Julian's getting a bit of a showcase.
Correct.
It did seem like this was more to set up Ban versus Sage at Unity than it was to highlight Julian. Like, you know what I mean? He's the champ now. He's there. So I hope he doesn't get into a holding pattern. That's just all I can say.
They need a strong baby face.
Yeah, to threaten him.
To right. Julian, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the main event. Ooh, I'm giving it away a little bit, but cinema. Here we go. It's N Boss Gregory and SPD versus Hotshot and Big Dave. again, everybody here is over. Like everybody here got cheers except for Hotshot, who got the booze, which is correct, right? But
Correct.
yeah, the whole thing, especially when we start, Hotshot and Greg, they start first. Wilson immediately is like, nope, tags in Dave. Dave's like, huh? What? And then they tease the handshake, Dave and Greg. And
Wow.
the crowd, like, they know what they're doing, lah. So let them cook, right? Let them cook. Because we all want to see, even though nobody likes it in real life, but I think in Singapore wrestling terms, we want the 3 letters back.
Yes,
the G, the S, and the T.
GST.
Right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I love it.
It was a good pace to this tag team match. Dave, I guess you can consider him a tweener in this match, essentially, even though he was still trying to play heel a bit, lah.
Correct. I mean, he got fans on both sides of the aisle for that.
Yeah. So the heels work over Greg. Greg's, he tries to fight back. He gets tripped up. All of it was to build up the heat for SPD to come in and make the save. So there was a lot of that going on, right? Because ultimately, SPD is the one challenging for the title. So you're trying, even though Greg is the one that has the story with Wilson.
Yep.
But SPD is the next title contender, right?
We know he's going to be the guy at Unity. So
I appreciated that they were trying to build it towards like getting SPD the pop. I can tell that was the point of this.
Yeah, correct.
While still putting on a good match, lah, obviously.
Yeah,
we're talking about Dave and Greg and Wilson here.
Yeah. Well, how about the finish for this match? Because I know there's a lot of chaos, I'm sure.
Okay, so it eventually devolved into a 4v2 because the rest of D-Gen Z were there. So you got Nate,
course.
you got Divan, they all, attacking people outside. A lot of ref destruction spots, so a lot of referee Kayu chants as well.
Yeah.
When finally SPD, he gets his offense and it seems like the face team are going to win, the crowd actually got quite rabid. So they did their job in trying to make SPD the guy, right? Big leg drop. 2 count. So we get into this spot where it's just big finisher sequence.
Correct.
We watch enough WWE, we know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's
right?
a Hogan sequence. It's the hooking up.
Yeah, everyone starts like flooding into the ring. I hit my big move, you hit your big move, pop, back and forth. There was a 3D spot with Dave and Hotshot that was really cool. 2.9, saved by SPD and stuff like that. So you eventually build up to Wilson holding on to SPD, right? Dave goes in for the super kick. SPD reverses.
Okay.
Wilson eats the super kick.
Nice.
Stunner by SPD. 1, 2, 3. SPD picks up the big win. Huge
SPD pinned the champion?
SPD pins the champion, which of
go.
course leads us into
Unity.
Right?
Nice.
Wait, hang on. Did he pin the champ? Let me double check.
It should be that should be the finishing sequence, unless you're saying that he pinned Dave.
Wait. Yes, no, he pinned Dave. There you go. He didn't pin
he pinned Dave. Okay.
Yeah. He hit the stunner on Dave for it's called the famous last words. That's his finisher.
MCR reference. I got that.
Okay, there you go. Boom.
Nice.
Got him out of there. And then post-match, okay, this is where the cinema happens. So post-match, you had D-Gen Z beating down on Dave. I was like, oh shit, is this where Greg saves SPD and Greg saves? Like this is
okay.
the tease, man, they're milking me. Wait, what? So yes, D-Gen Z, they're beating down on Dave. The faces come in and they make the save, and then you had your moment in there. SPD is in the corner, sort of recovering. Dave, you got Greg, they stand there. The crowd is like, get out or shake. I can't remember what we were chanting already. GST, definitely was a bunch of people chanting GST. And then like Greg extends the hand, and then they milk it. They milk the moment, right?
Okay.
And again, they teased it right at the start of the match where Dave was like, no, Dave kicked away his hand. Then Dave, he's just been battered. Greg saved him. He's like, begrudgingly they're
teasing.
Then Greg walks towards Greg, much like he's going to hug him, and then we were like, oh shit, it's happening, let's go. And then he shoulder bumps him and walks away.
There you go. You all with your cock teasing, Stop it, you all. Lama. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Cinema. Okay, gotcha. So they gotta spread it. I mean, Unity, it will be the right time for any of this thing to go down. So I like it. I like it. I like the tease.
Yeah, they definitely know what they're doing. And again, long-term storytelling, right? Yeah, don't give it to us yet. Make us wait for it so that when we finally get it, the pop is so much bigger, lah.
For sure, for sure. I mean, that's a great ending. And if I was somebody there for the first time watching and this CC, I'm like, ooh, okay,
Well,
all right.
I saw some new faces. Maybe some people who live around the Tanjong Pagar area, whatever, right? Like I definitely saw new faces and people. I like during these wrestling things to look at people to see their reaction, to see
Yeah.
their genuine because like we are quote unquote covering the industry, so we try to pick out as much as we can,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
In
Lao
terms
Chao,
of
we Lao
like
Chao already.
lan jiao. What? Oh, lao
Lao
jiao, lao jiao. Right? Okay,
Lao Chao.
lao. Not anyway. Um, it's like as a
Yeah,
movie critic, when you watch a movie, you watch it with a different lens. You become more critical as opposed to just sitting back and enjoying the shit.
correct.
But that's why I like to look at the crowd, and everyone was involved. Everyone
Yeah.
was excited, even though some of them might not know who is who. You can tell, like, oh, okay, I get it. And
The
I think,
beauty of wrestling, I think.
yeah, that is the beauty of wrestling. When done right, you don't need to tell a very complicated story. You can start people from whichever point. And then for us who know the backstory, it feels a little bit better.
Correct, correct. I mean, sounds like a great show, bro.
Oh yeah. Great show, great venue. Everything about the vibe was awesome. The MP coming in at the end to cap it all off was the coup de grace, was the cherry on top. Yeah.
Yeah, great show. Okay. I mean, sounds like a great weekend of pro wrestling.
Bro, the
Grapplemax and
MP
SPW, bro.
I swear the MP came in and cut a promo. He's been waiting to cut this promo since he was a child watching wrestling. I swear, bro.
Can't wait to see how many other closet wrestling fans all these MP politicians are. Can't wait, bro.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Okay, so there we go. That's SPW. That's Grapplemax. Just to
Correct.
look ahead, of course, Grapplemax's Unity event is happening at the Fuchao building.
Correct. And
It's
also
happening on the 22nd.
and the week after is SPW having their Tranquilo anniversary show. So if you're living in the area like me who can walk over for both
Wow.
weekends, it's gonna be amazing.
No, I mean it's sort of like the end of the year, right? I want to go to both. Like I am hyped for both. Like hearing
Yeah, man.
what you said about SPW, I'm definitely hyped for Unity as well.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to miss Unity as well. So, if you're a local wrestling fan and watch some pro wrestling here in Singapore, man, you got two great promotions. We also have Ring of Rebirth, not forgetting them as well. So,
Yep.
It's gonna be fun. And don't forget, WWE still out there, still killing it.
It's still out there, bro.
Yeah. But we wouldn't have time to cover everything that went down in NXT Halloween Havoc. I still haven't watched finish, but I think next week will be a great time, just in time to also review Saturday night's main event as well.
So there you go. Okay. Yeah, I thought we were gonna do NXT, but I also haven't watched NXT. So
Yeah, correct. We got no time.
it is what it is. Okay.
It is.
Again, thank you so much for watching the show. We will be back next week, hopefully on a Sunday as we do it live. Hopefully, I get my setup nice and complete. This is sort of my like 70% done
All right.
situation, lah. But
Looking forward to it, bro.
yeah, man. Okay. As always, it's Mr. Young.
And it's for in the building. Take care.